What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Weekend Freight, where I'm going to cover the nation and show you the freight. If you can find the high freight volumes, you're going to find the high freight rates. If this is your first time tuning in and you like what I'm about to show you and you want to try it for yourself, in the description there's a link. Click it. It's free for 30 days, and I always say free is free and don't haul cheap. With that tool, no matter what lane you're in, no matter if you're familiar with it or not, you'll have the trucker's edge and know what's up with those rates. Now, where I like to start is the national load counts here, and today it is 817. That's wrong. Van freight, and I'm going to use Alabama for example here. 579 going in versus 403 coming out, and that's 579 loads, also known as trucks, versus only 403 coming out. So it tells you there's a lot more freight going in than coming out. So there's going to be more trucks there, and it's going to be more competitive on getting a good rate. What you're wanting to look for is like Arkansas. Excuse me. It's got 356 going in, 500 coming out. So that right there is what you want to look for. I'm scrolling through here. If you see a state you want to stop, just pause it, check it out, and I'm going to dive right in and try to keep this short and sweet. Ah, it's looking good. All right, where I'm going to start at is I'm going to start in Atlanta. If it click, there we go. Do 120 mile radius. It is the 17th. All right, let's see what's good. What do you got, Atlanta? 853 total loads. Let's see, offer. And offer is going to show you the brokers that's got a little bit of money on a load, like Chattanooga to Sumner, Washington. 21,000 pounds. Axel Logistics has it. And you look over here. This is the tool I use. It's the Pro version. It's $99 a month, and let me tell you, this right here can pay for your subscription. I usually tell people, if you don't use these tools, it's costing you more money not to have it. Like this load here, they're offering it for $4,600. It's been averaging $4,100, and I still think 46 is a little cheap. But today's market, it just is what it is. Now let's look at this. Atlanta to Tacoma. Allen Lund. Say you didn't know anything about this. Allen Lund's got this load right here for $3,800. Let's click on it. You look over here. It's been averaging $4,563. Now, if you call Allen Lund and they say, "Hey, I got this load right here. It's got all kinds of money on it. $3,800 right there. That's good money." If you don't know anything, if you don't know better, you're going to assume that's good rate. But the $4,500 is what it's been going for. Now, I mean, that right there is what, $700. This tool right here, that just paid for your subscription for 7 months. That's why I always tell people, it costs you more money not to know. Because if you don't know any better, you just don't know any better. You just don't know what you don't know. All right, Atlanta's looking decent. Let's shoot on over to Beham. Birmingham's got 360 exact loads, so not too promising in Birmingham. $560 in the Dallas market, so Dallas is looking pretty sharp. Looking pretty sharp, Dallas. Houston, 578, about the same. They usually neck and neck. Let's shoot down to Laredo. 301 exact loads in the Laredo market. Pretty good. Let's look at Phoenix. 283 in Phoenix. Let's see if they got anything coming back cross country. Phoenix to Phoenix, that's going to be a round trip, expedited transport. You click over here on this stuff, and it's going to give you the specs on the load. It's a van with a team, 53 foot. That's just going to be a round trip, probably a Christmas package, UPS or something. Landstar's got one to Delaware. They're right there on the money with that one. I'd still try to get about 43 out of it. All right, let's shoot over to Los Angeles. Sorry about that. This chair was creaking back and forth. Had to let some air out. So Los Angeles got 896 loads. 5,000 to Montana. That load's been going for 28. Oh, what's up with this? 3 drops. Finals on Friday. So low miles. Tuesday to Friday, $5,000 on 1,000 miles. That ain't too shabby. This ties you up. All right, let's shoot up to the NorCal area. Tracy, North Carolina. No, I'm just kidding. Tracy. Let's do 200 mile. That way I can get Sacramento and all the Bay Area. 455 loads. There's a Reno. Let's see what this is. Full van reefer, 25,000 pounds, lightweight and empty trailers, team power only, round trip, 4,100 miles. For 4,100 miles on a team, California, Colorado, Nevada, Virginia, Oregon, and back. I don't know. That seems like it needs to pay a little more than that, but still, if a team could knock that out in 2 days, that's good money. But this thing right here, I think it's going to take up a lot of time. I don't think you're going to do that in 2 days. Worth a call, though. All right, let's shoot this back down to 120. Wind this thing up and go get me some coffee. Portland, what do you got? 307, decent. $175 for the Seattle market. Let's shoot back down to Orlando just for the shits and giggles here. 158 loads in Orlando. I was just down there yesterday, and yeah, there's they want to pay you 87 cents a mile to come out, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna deadhead out. Deadhead out. I tell you what, I looked at a load going to PA, and that load was paying like 87 cents a mile from Tampa area. And I said, no. I deadheaded all the way up here to Andersonville. Yeah, I think it's Andersonville, Georgia. I'm going to right up in the Cleveland market. And I got it for $206 a mile. So less deadhead, more deadhead, less loaded miles, same amount of miles, just about, and over 2.25 times more the rate. So it pays to deadhead out. All right, where was I at? Orlando. Let's look at Savannah. $288 on Savannah. We'll go up the Eastern Seaboard and then hit the Midwest and wrap this out. Update you, sucker. There you go. 616 in Columbia, South Carolina. $769 in the North Carolina, Charlotte area. Richmond, Virginia. $626. Looking pretty good. New York. Let's bump this up to 200 and get most of that area up there in the Northeast. 2,900 loads, so there's plenty of freight in the Northeast. Let's check out Allentown. I know it's picking up a lot of that, but I'm gonna bump this down to 50 miles just to keep out of the most of the Jersey and New York stuff. Allentown, usually a hot rate going in, not that great coming out. If you go to Allentown, I usually find myself going to Allentown and just getting a little short hop over into Ohio. You usually get anywhere from $700 to $900 to bounce that 400 miles, and yeah, it usually gets you back over in a hot market. I'm not doing it this week. I've just got booked up. I'm going to end up in Lancaster, and then from Lancaster back down to Florida for $1,400. And if you know anything about that lane, you know that's damn good. Well, here's your good idea. Allentown to Douglasville. It's not Atlanta, but I got over that. Allentown, let's see. Oh, anyway, I'm losing track. 424 loads in Allentown. Pretty decent. Let's check out Pittsburgh. I was just up in the Pittsburgh market a few days ago. 253 loads in the Pittsburgh market at 50 miles. Let's bump that back up to 120. And got 911 loads. Nice. Check out Columbus. That's a lot of loads. Columbus market is still super hot with almost 2,000 loads. 1968. Everybody's going home for Christmas. But if you're not, don't haul cheap. Let's check out Detroit. $918 in the Detroit market. Cool, cool. Indianapolis. I'm scatterbrained this morning. I need to get some coffee and get woke up. It's too early. 2018 in the Indy market. Smoking. Let's shoot over to St. Louis. $852 in the St. Louis market. Kansas City. $713. Nice. Minneapolis. What do you got? I already know what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to do like I always do. 907 loads. Now we're going to fish this out with Chicago. Then I'm going to tell you what I think I would do if I was you. And it's exactly what I'm doing this week, right before Christmas. So Chicago's coming in with 2,500 loads. Guys, freight's hot, and the place to be is Chicago, Columbus, Indianapolis. Freight is smoking. So if you're in that market, like I always say, I just short hop. Say Monday till Friday, I'd overnight next day transits, anywhere from 300 to 400 miles. And then Thursday, Friday, I'd look for a load going long, whether down to Florida, out to Cali, up to Seattle. I'd look for something to carry money on it. You do that throughout this week, say Monday through Thursday, and you knock out, say, $40,000 in revenue, and you grab a $5,000 load or a $6,000 load, you're looking at $10,000 a week. So that's just my thoughts. Guys, if you're still hanging there, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe if you're not. I put these videos out on the regular, all things trucking. And always remember, winners never quit, and quitters, they never win. See you, bye. Let's go get some coffee.